You are guaranteed a full house at any off the cuff if your guest is Navjot Singh Sidhu or Sherry on top. Except that we can't have him on every off the cuff. I wish we could. But this is also Chandigarh. It's also a punctual city. So thank you very much, all of you, for being with us. It's our first experience of stage of whole. We'll do it again. A few imperfections are fine, but not too many. Okay? Could I put more chairs here? आइए जी बैठिए आप. You are guaranteed a full house anywhere if your guest on Off the Cuff is Navjot Singh Sidhu or Sherry on top. But this is Chandigarh. It's even more special. It's also special because it's the first time that we brought Off the Cuff to Chandigarh and frankly to a non-metro city, although I don't think anybody in Chandigarh wants to believe that it's not a metro city. But it's a civilized metro city. It's a brilliant audience. Thank you all for coming and being here with us in time. You'll be all joining this conversation with Navjot very soon. With me is my colleague Chitleen Sethi, who everybody knows in Chandigarh and who knows everybody in Chandigarh, good or bad. I guarantee that. So Navjot, Sherry, start us with something.
Well, sir, encouragement is like premium gasoline, sir. It helps you take the knockout of life. It's a huge encouragement for me to be sitting over here with you.
So are you encouraging me or am I encouraging you?
It's reciprocal, sir. It's a big platform to actually send across your voice and your opinions. And there could be differences of opinion, but it is difference of opinion that makes horse racing going. Debate is masculine, always.
So tell me, are you enjoying yourself in state politics, which is quite messy compared to just being in parliament as an MP?
That's a wonderful question. There are people who ask me this question and they tell me, why politics? You know, politics is a taboo. If you're a successful guy in television or let's say cricket or some other place, and there are people who ask me that you've played 20 years of cricket, a lot of motivational talks, politics. What is it that you've enjoyed the most? Then I tell them, politics. They ask me why. I tell them, because politics is the only thing where you can change people's lives for the better. You can make a difference. No other space that you go to, you can give them joy, you can give them happiness, television, whatever, but you cannot change their lives. So when I look at it, I had scaled those heights. By the time I was 50, I'd played 20 years of international cricket. I was a 4-time MP. I had, and television is a merciless medium, sir. 19 का 19.5 नहीं कर सकोगे और 20 का आप 19 नहीं कर. So no news is good news on television because television is relentless. It will not spare anybody. If you're not good, you're not there for the next day. But in politics, आप 5 को 50 भी कर सकते हो और 50 को 4 भी कर सकते हो. And so it's full of challenges.
And on TV, at least the payment is guaranteed, which is not the case in politics.
No, that's true. But see, that's the great challenge. You know, swimming against the tide, not having a glass jaw, taking it on the chin, moving on, biting the bullet, because it's the easiest thing to show your back and run away. And most people who've ruled the roost meritoriously on television, I will not name anybody, have gone away from politics in the first year, second year, fourth year, fifth year. You will not find celebrities will win 4 or 5 elections. After the first election...
No, best example is, and best or worst, is Amitabh Bachchan, who came in with great fanfare और वो ऐसा भागा उसके बाद से कि नजर ही नहीं आया कहीं.
गोविंदा साहब, बहुत लोग
गोविंदा,
हैं. There are not too many who win elections. I personally feel it's a huge challenge to actually not betray the trust of the people who vote for you. Men of power, men of genius are admired. You admire Sachin Tendulkar, sir, don't you? Men of power are feared.
You admire him so much you can talk like him.
Yes, I can. Yeah, I will do it.
Give us a sample.
No, I will do. See, let me finish this, sir. Men of genius are admired, men of power are feared, but men of character are trusted. I think there is a character crisis in our society today, sir. The image of the ugly politician. You know, most people will not trust people to be politicians. I mean, they don't want to follow a politician. The pre-independence politician, Jawaharlal Nehru Sahab, Mahatma Gandhi, I mean, they had that trust. But today's politician, most of them, it's not a mission, it's a profession. So therefore, I think it's a huge challenge to be in, politics and retain the trust. And what more ample testimony than winning 5 elections from the same place, from the same space. So that is the greatest. Anybody who asks me a question, मैं कहता हूँ तुम election लड़ो दोस्त, एक नहीं 2 जीत के दिखाओ. And to me, God's grace is that for 5 consecutive elections in Amritsar, 14 years, you normally fight 5 elections in 25 years. But in 14 years, 5 elections in Amritsar, all 5 Amritsar made me win. That to me is the greatest satisfaction. Success is nothing without satisfaction. The greatest satisfaction is that people trust you. देखो गैर सियासी तो जानवर होता है सर. अगर आप कहो ना, there are 2 people, एक बुज़दिल, एक selfish, जो politics को उस तरह से नहीं देखते. आप देखो गैर सियासी, there are 200 sheep and a leopard attacks them. All of them run helter skelter and he kills them all. अगर वो सारे उसके पीछे पड़ जाए ना, तो वो भाग जाए. But यहाँ कोई income tax rate से डरता है, कोई किसी और चीज़ से डरता है. I mean, they are timid people. For me, cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant taste of death but once. I have never been afraid to raise my voice. और दूसरी बात, people are scared, very scared कि यार मेरे बारे में दुनिया क्या कहेगी. That's the greatest scare that this society has. To me, my greatest funda is दुनिया में सबसे बड़ा रोग मेरे बारे में क्या कहेंगे लोग. It's a disease, sir. It's a disease that people are smitten with.
You don't care.
I do not care. I'm accountable to my own conscience over here. And if I've done something and I know that it is right, it is to benefit others, then I'm sure that I'm right. Let people criticize me. I pull out my old umbrella, let the rain of criticism run over my shoulder, and I don't flinch. And somewhere down the line, God stands with you. जो नेक नियत आदमी है, उसके साथ परमात्मा खड़ा हो जाता है. And the ending of the story, nobody reads a novel to go into the middle. It's the ending of the story which is important. So the ending of the story is always good, and that I think is great satisfaction.
I've been wanting to ask this question when you came back from that much talked about Pakistan visit. You came in the first interview which you gave to a TV channel in Amritsar was कि ये साडा बाजवा ये साडा जट भरा है ते जट भरा नू असी जप्पियां पाके मिलते हैं. Well, that man has gone and said a lot of obnoxious things about Punjab. How do you still feel that it was just an emotional response to the Kartarpur corridor?
It's not that. I mean, see, you've taken just a little dialogue in that entire thing, and things can be distorted. So I think, the fact of the matter is that it was just a reaction, a warm reaction. मैं 5000 बंदे ने जप्पी पाना थे. तुसी कोई नहीं कहते. कोई मैनू आके कहे भी मैं बाबा नानक दा दर तुहाडे लई खोलन जा रहा. What will I do? Turn my back on him? I mean, a jhappi is not a conspiracy. It's not a Rafale deal. It's not a Rafale deal.
I think that's a quotable quote.
Why are you creating a mountain out of a molehill? I mean,
not a Rafale
deal. Come on. I mean, how? See, there were 3 chiefs of the naval staff chief, then the army, and then the air force. 3 went right across, and it was, the first row. They had to meet us. So suppose कि भगवान छप्पड़ फाड़ के आपको दे दे, 70 साल से जो बात नहीं हुई, मैडम वो 20 दिन में हो गई. 20 दिन में. Can you imagine? The statement has come from the Pakistan side that we are prepared to open up the Kartarpur Sahib Langa. Now, what a great thing that is for the Sikh community. I mean, you see, the Sindhi community don't be mistaken that Sindhi community jehdi hegi hai wo Punjabi community de naal, there are 5 crore people, there are about 12 crore naam levas who will benefit from this, and they are yearning to go there. Tell me, if somebody comes to me and says ke Baba Nanak da dar ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਖੋਲਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ, do I disbelieve him? Come on, I mean, a jhappi.
But some of your fans who want India and Pakistan to settle their problems only in one way, which is having an all-out war, right? For them, this is a Pakistani conspiracy and a trap.
Listen, sir, what have we gained?
In fact, BJP has said, or somebody said, I think BJP said, this is, you're doing it at ISI's behest to undermine India.
मेरी गल नूं सुनो, ਜਦੋਂ ਮੋਦੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਗਏ ਉਦੋਂ ਆਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਜੱਪੀਆਂ ਬੱਪੀਆਂ ਠਾਂ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਆਏ ਸੀ. What happened at that time? Bajpai Sahib also went there, and not a single voice came from across the border. You see this, that when someone really goes with the niyat of love and affection, aman aman, ਤੇ ਉਧਰੋਂ Prime Minister ਦੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਵੀ ਆਈ. You know, the Prime Minister raised his voice for me. He says, you know, he came as an ambassador of peace. What? Navjot Sidhu, ambassador of peace, he made me, right? And then he said, all those who are criticizing him are doing a disservice to the subcontinent. When did the Prime Minister of Pakistan raise a voice for an individual? Madam, tell me. And when did thousands, lakhs appreciate someone who went there? You know, Bajpai Sahib went there, Kargil happened, right? Modi Sahib went there, Pathankot happened. You call the ISI over there. Why? Unki jhappi theek hai, meri jhappi kharab hai? What nonsense is that? I mean, it's absolute, you know, absurd. I mean, it's just a Punjabi. Now, hold on. Now, let me finish. You rate ability in men by what they finish, not by what they attempt. Now, let me finish, right? Now, the third thing that happens is that, you know, God sends me over there, and it takes a lot of courage to go there. You see the other people, they just, I will not say anything, but you understand it, no? Somebody mein kumdi kya hai? Everybody wriggles out.
Two ways of playing a bouncer.
Yeah.
One is to hook it, the other is to duck it.
Yeah, and when you hook it, no, there is that element of risk. But nothing great was ever achieved without an element of risk. You know,
so two other illustrious ones ducked it.
Hanji?
Two of your illustrious fellow cricketers ducked it.
So I will, there is a lot of respect. To go there and then get that kind of love and affection. The first shairi that I made and I uttered over there, you know, has 3 million likes. Can you believe it? 3 million. What did I say? What did I say? I said, Hindustan jive, te Pakistan jive. Hasda vasda, ye sara jahan jive. Tarti paud pani, boote jeev prani, ye sara asman jive. Jive ਰਹਿਣ ਹਰ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਦੇ ਦਿਲ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਨਾਲ ਹਰ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਜੀਵੇ ਤੇ ਅਮਨ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਤੇ ਖੁਸ਼ਹਾਲੀ ਦਾ ਰੂਪ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਯਾਰ ਦਿਲਦਾਰ ਇਮਰਾਨ ਖਾਨ ਜੀਵੇ. What is wrong in it? Tell me. What is wrong in it? I mean, the appreciation came from all quarters. Tell me, I'll carry it on from where Shekhar sir left. What have we gained in the 30, 35, 40 years of war? Positive anything is better than negative nothing. You know, nobody can actually assuage the suffering that we've gone through. Punjab ki hai? 5 ਦਰਿਆਵਾਂ ਦਾ, 2 ਦਰਿਆ ਉਧਰ ਨੇ, 2 ਸਾਡੇ ਵੱਲ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਰਾਵੀ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਕਾਮਨ ਵਗਦੀ ਹੈ. Nobody can understand partition better than us. You know, nobody can understand what we've gone through. You ask them, sitting over here, what have they, ਸਾਡੇ ਕਿਸਮਤ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤਾਲੇ ਲਾ ਦਿੱਤੇ. You know, Amritsar was the greatest mandi in Asia. Right? We used to go to Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and there was, you know, everybody was prosperous. Today, the Hoshiarpuriyas, wo apne khacharan de utte Karakoram pass jande si. They were married over there also. And you know this old phrase, sir, jo sukh chhajju de chabare na balk na bukhare. They would go to Balk Bukhara, and this silken route was open. What has happened now?
Ek ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ
ਜੀ,
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲਾਹੌਰ ਭੇੜੇ ਉਹ ਪਿਸ਼ਾਵਰ ਵੀ ਭੇੜੇ.
Correct. जिन्हें लाहौर नहीं देखा वो जिया ही नहीं. My father used to cry and he used to say कि मैं इस्लामिया कॉलेज राती यहाँ जाता ही साइकिल दे उत्ते हॉकी हुकी खेल के वापस आ जाता. That is what our lives were. I mean, merely by making lines on the border, you cannot change geographic economics.
So do you see the Punjab border becoming a soft border in the course of time?
I dream, sir. I dream. See, I am nobody. I'm not the government. I'm not the central government. I can only, with folded hands, humble submissions, I went there as a friend. And see, Paramatma jadoo dinda hai, he doesn't ask you, no. वो दे देंदा फिर. And when this happened, and this controversy erupted, so I had to answer them in my way. I did not have to react, no. It's not necessary that two wrongs will make one right. I didn't have to abuse them. I didn't have to say, "Tusi galat ho." But I said, this is the right way. And then it followed by so much support. Thank you very much, sir. ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਥਾਂ ਕਰਦੀ ਆਈ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮਤਲਬ
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ
ਫਿਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਮਤਲਬ
immediately.
So 100 ਸੁਨਿਆਰ ਦੀ 1 ਲੋਹਾਰ ਦੀ. You were there, not only strike while the iron is hot, but make it hot by striking. That is it. So, you know, somewhere down the line, that support came with God's grace. I didn't ask for it. And when you are sincere, madam, when you are sincere, nothing will deter you. You will have that courage. And, you know, Khan Sahib, Imran Khan, it took him 22 years. 22. There was one seat that he won.
No, the first time he contested from his seat in all 5 provinces, he lost all 5.
So I mean, see, most successes, if truth was seen, most successes are built on a multitude of failures. Abraham Lincoln, there's so many characters not made in a crisis, sir. It is exhibited. So this is where I'm coming from. A jhappi is just a jhappi, madam.
No, the Punjab CM was upset with him. You think it was a former military man's reaction to to what you did?
Listen, if we have 10 people in India, there'll be 20 opinions. 20 opinions. It's not necessary to react to everything, right? It is his thing. Then there was Badal Saab. वो उधर गए सी वो दुम्बा लेके आए सी उतो ना दुम्बा वो दुम्बे नूं पाली जांदे वो दुम्बा दुम मारदा राइट वो दुम्बा लेके आए सी हैं ते मैनू रब ने कृपा की है मेरी की औकात है कुछ भी नहीं कि छोटे जे सिद्धू नूं जर्रे नूं आफताब बनाता रब ने झोली च पाया कि जाओ करतारपुर साहब दा लांघा बाबा नानक दा आशीर्वाद ये असीं लैके आए हैं ते फिर jealousy is the jaundice of the soul.
No,
Is that pricking people? I mean, see, मैं अपनी लकीर लंबी करदा मैं अपनी लकीर maintain दी गल क्यों this crab mentality when will this go? You know, I've never competed with anyone in my life, and that's why my face shines. I've never squandered away my energy by pulling people down. You know, मैं हमेशा कहना कि I compete with myself. The biggest room in this world is the room for improvement. I respect people who are better than what they were yesterday, and that's my life. That's why nobody has ever defeated me. Sir, when I was young, my mom used to sit me on the lap. देखो आजकल ते माँ गुरु हुंदी नहीं आजकल ते इंटरनेट गुरु है. ये साढ़े टाइम दे विच ते माँ गुरु हुंदी सी मैं मतलब I was 17 when I first saw English movies.
हाँ हुन तो गूगल गुरु है.
हाँ हुन तो गूगल गुरु है. तो मैं 17 साल दा सी मैं पहली बार फिल्म देखी हेमा मालिनी रो पी मैं भी रो पे मैं कहा आंटी रोंदी है. मैं रो So I started crying, you know, and we were so simple. And my father used to give me 3 newspapers. Sidhu साहब तुसी पंजाबी बड़ी वधिया बोलदे हो. You speak English, you know. People don't realize that there is a lot behind happening. My father used to give me 3 newspapers. In those days, sir, एक रक्साना सुल्तान हुंदी सी मैडम, black and white TV हुंदा सी. एक रक्साना सुल्तान मैडम हुंदी सी, एक मंजरी जोशी हुंदी सी. And then there was this big hulk of a guy called Tejeshwar Singh.
हाँ बिल्कुल.
दाढ़ी मुछाइयां. मैं देख के पक गया सी सर.
दूरदर्शन.
और रोज मैनू न्यूज़ देखनी पैंदी हुंदी सी रोज देखनी पैंदी थी. My father would. But little did I realize that when I, you know, leave cricket, I will be a commentator, and you know, huge success. I was on top of the Mount Everest. There was nowhere to go up. So I'd done that. The epitome was there. That happened because of my mother, father. माँ मेरी ने एक कोई गल कही मैं उससे आ रहे हैं वापस मैं कई बार दूसरे पास तुर जाना. She told me, बेटा, 2 lines I'm giving you. When you're in doubt, walk straight, walk the path of truth. और सच्चाई दे रस्ते ते जरूरी नहीं तेनू मखमल मिले. कंडे हो सकते. कंडियां ते तुर जी. वो मखमल बन जाएगा. But जे तू शॉर्टकट लभ्या और झूठ दे रस्ते शॉर्टकट पैसे बनाने दे रस्ते तुरया ते जिहड़ी वो मखमल है ना वो खाई तब्दील हो जाएगी. So 2 lines. When in doubt, walk straight, walk the path of truth, never compromise on moral values, and nobody will defeat you. 7 years to 53, nobody's ever defeated. And that is what it is. एक character crisis है, मनो तुसी मेरी गल है, आज विश्वास है ही नहीं और विश्वास मिट्टी दे भांडे वांग हुंदा. It's like an earthen pot. Once it breaks, गूंद ला के थुक ला के जो मर्जी जोड़ी जाओ, वो तेड़ा दिखदी रहती.
फेविकॉल से भी नहीं जुड़ता.
हाँ, जवानी और विश्वास 2 चीजें ऐसी हैं, एक बार गया सर वापस नहीं आती. That is what it is.
इसलिए most people don't admit कि जवानी चली गई है वैसे.
You have been
Microphone to him and let Chitleen ask this and then
you have been
have the microphone.
hunting for the perfect party. You think you have reached the perfect party?
Not at all. I was never hunting for anything in life. Let me tell you, life is what happens when you're making other plans. This just happened. What right had any party to tell me stay away from Punjab? What right had any party to say, Navjot Sidhu, you've won 3 elections from Amritsar. Leave Amritsar and go and fight from Kurukshetra. Why? A Badal Sahab de teer tonu dikhde nahi. You can't see that. You want to talk about things which are just visible.
You think
but the undercurrent you don't see.
Mr. Badal wanted you out of Punjab?
Yes, see, that's it. It was killing, 2 birds with 1 stone. Navjot Sidhu goes to Kurukshetra because Harsimrat would have won 2 elections. There was Dr. Ratan Singh Ajnala. He would have won 3 elections. I would have won 4. So, Sidhu, you go to Kurukshetra. मैं कहा सर दुनिया मरदा मर जाऊंगा. मैं कहना सारियां मंत्रालय छड़े सारा कुछ तोड़ा छड़िया लेकिन मैं गुरु कर नहीं छड़ूंगा. मैं गुरु दा नौकर हां चाकर हां और मैं लोकां दे विश्वास खातर इत्थे खड़ा. And that is why I won the 5th election as well. And that is why people trusted me. So madam, सुमड़ी में गुमड़ी बड़ी होती है पॉलिटिक्स में तो आप उनको भी समझा करो. आप सिर्फ नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू की तरफ ही ना आ जाया करो. हाँ.
Sir, if you would introduce yourself.
I'm Professor R.S. Kumman.
Sir.
Presently at Great Chandigarh and earlier from Punjab University, Patiala.
Sir.
I have 2 questions.
Sir.
One, why is it that credibility loss is at the hem of the affairs on every political leadership and every political party in India? There is extreme credibility loss. One. Second, as Minister, Cabinet Minister of Punjab, I have seen Punjab growing and I have seen Punjab going down.
Sir.
What is that disturbs you and disturbs your sleep at night in the context of Punjab?
It's a very good.
Lovely question, sir. Lovely question. First thing is, sir, you look at, I said, pre-independence politicians. Politics was not a profession for them. They left professions which were absolutely lucrative. Bharat law chhad ke Mahatma Gandhi ji ne dhoti dharan kar li sigi and he left everything. All those people, Maulana Azad, there's a shining example. The Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri took a loan. Oh, standard car aaj bhi khadi hai. Took a loan to buy a standard car. He could not repay that loan. That is the character that I'm talking about. Today, politics has become a profession. Politics gandhi hogi, meli hogi, politics tanda ban gayi. It's a business. Sir, politics has become a business today. I mean, 2 ਬੱਸਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਪੋਲਿਟਿਕਸ ਉਹਦੀਆਂ 2000 ਬੱਸਾਂ ਹੋ ਗਈਆਂ ਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀ ਪੀਆਰਟੀਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ 400 ਕਰੋੜ ਦੇ ਘਾਟੇ 'ਚ ਪੈ ਗਈ. ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੋਟਲ ਘਾਟੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਹੋਟਲ ਫੁੱਲ. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ where will that faith come from? I mean, you voted someone to change people's lives. You voted someone with a lot of trust, with a lot of belief, aas, umeed, and here it is. Now, mainu hun tusi kehne ho, what is it that actually doesn't allow you to sleep? Oh, hai sir, ke oh Punjab hai which ushered in the Green Revolution, the White Revolution, which had the maximum Paramveer chakras, right sir, which was a brand. And still is a brand, a lot to offer, right? ਅੱਜ ਉਸ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਨੌਜਵਾਨੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ. ਆਈਲੈਟਸ ਪੰਛੀ ਉਡਾਰੀ ਮਾਰਦਾ ਨਾ ਸਰ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਲਣੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਦੇਰ ਨੂੰ ਓਪਰਚੁਨਿਟੀਜ਼. ਕਰਜ਼ਾ 15 ਕਰੋੜ 15,000 ਕਰੋੜ 20,000 ਕਰੋੜ ਹਰ ਸਾਲ ਸਾਡੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ. ਇਨਕਮ ਵਧਾਉਣ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੋਰਸਿਸ ਨੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਉਹੀ ਪਾਲਿਸੀ ਸੀ. ਮੈਂ ਮੈਨੀਫੈਸਟੋ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਿਲੀਵ ਕਰਦਾ ਬਟ ਆਈ ਸਟੈਂਡ ਬਾਈ ਦ ਮੈਨੀਫੈਸਟੋ ਦੈਟ ਸੀਐਮ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹੈਜ਼ ਗਿਵਨ ਆਲਰੇਡੀ, ਰਾਈਟ? I believe that until and unless Punjab raises its income, ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ 25-30,000 ਕਰੋੜ ਰੁਪਈਆ ਬੜੇ ਆਰਾਮ ਨਾਲ ਕੱਢ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਰ. ਬੜੇ ਆਰਾਮ ਨਾਲ ਕੱਢ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ਦੇਖੋ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ 5-4 ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲ ਦੇ ਦੇਣਾ ਸਰ. Sand. Telangana is earning 1,500 crores from one river. One river, sir. We've got 4. ਘੱਗਰ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਾ ਕੇ 4 ਨੇ ਸਰ. We've got a capacity to have 4,000 crores from the sand.
which is all being stolen right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now that is the state's exchequer. Why that money is going elsewhere? Second thing, I've been shouting horse. The second thing is liquor. Punjab di consumption देखो सुखना लेक जिनी दारू पी जाते हैं पंजाबी, right? मेरी गल मैं झूठ नहीं कह रहा, that's a fact, right? और शराब ना कोई इना मरिया मुरिया भी नहीं. But you look at the income.
That's a good one.
You look at the income.
I think, since this will be on TV, let me translate it. You are saying that Punjabis drink...
Those who have 2 pegs or 3 pegs, they live long, sir. I mean,
yes. But you're also saying Punjabis drink so much liquor that they can fill the Sukhna Lake every day.
And then, see, now
and yet it's not as if they're particularly dying like flies.
Correct, sir. Now, so what I'm saying is, sir, that, you know, Tamil Nadu earns per year from the excise policy 32,000 crores. 32,000 crores. And this is how I came and fought the election. You see my speech before the election. 32,000 crores. What are we earning? 5,000 crores. 5,000 crores. And that's not gone up. So there is scope, huge scope. If we make state corporations, we can go. Telangana is earning 18,000 crores. You know, look at Gujarat. You look at other states like Bengal.
Gujarat government earns nothing from liquor.
No, sir. They
other people earn from liquor.
No, but they earn a lot from other corporations.
Yes.
What I'm saying is tax collection, corporations. So that's the second place. Then the cable industry. Cable industry. Now cable is a mafia over here. Cable is a mafia over here. That's worth 5,000 to 10,000 crores. Make no mistake about it. Haryana. Our younger brother, you know, it's 3/4 of the state that we are today. 3/4, maybe less. He's earning 4,000 crores, 3,700 crores from buses. And our buses are one family. Lakhi chalauga. You know, and you know the routes that are given are given by people who are not state owned. PRTC diyan khad kar diyan basa unna de utte 1.5 rupees wad tax. Andy, is this policy? This is not policy. This is loot. And this loot must stop.
What your government has done?
देखो मेरी गल सुनो साडी गवर्नमेंट ने पहली गल ते आज ये दी पॉलिसी जड़ी हैगी है की कहंदे हुंदे ने illegal mining दी because it's raining. So he told me, the honorable chief minister told me that 5-7 महीने लगणगे. I'm waiting. Patience is bitter, sir, but the fruit is sweet. ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ 40 ਸਾਲਾਂ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਈ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਮੇਬੀ 7 ਮਹੀਨਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋ ਜੇ. ਉਮੀਦ ਤੇ ਜਬ ਤੱਕ ਸਵਾਸ ਹੈ ਤਬ ਤੱਕ ਆਸ. ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ ਉਹਦੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦਾ ਲਾਂਗਰ ਆਸ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ. You know, it's hope sees the invisible, conquers the impossible, feels the tangible. So hope is the biggest hope. So I still hope. Right?
Cable.
So you know, all these things put together can give you a lot of revenue, sir. The last thing, we have got to give additional sources of income to our agriculture. Land holding, sir. मैं हूँ मेरे नाल security वाले ने मैं उन्हें पूछना कितनी ज़मीन है कोई कहता 1.5 किला कितने पाई हो 4 पहला कितनी सी 10 किले now it's 2 acres.
With every generation
acres,
it's getting divided.
2 acres. So the land is getting divided, right? We need additional sources of income. From where will they come? You know, the roaring economies the world over, whether it's America, whether it is Japan, whether it is Canada, whether it is America, they've digressed towards the manufacturing sector. Agro-based industry. So when you put in that industry, there will be jobs galore. Hun itthe ki hunda single window system. You know, single window system de piche 56 window khul jandi. You know, the last time around, sir, these are things.
I know most of you are Punjabis, but he says that you have the pretense of a single window system, but behind the single window there are 56 more windows here.
You know, I sent someone.
वो तो हवा महल है उसके पीछे.
I sent someone to the erstwhile deputy CM. हाँ जी. I told him कि 1,000 crore रुपये की investment करना चाहते हैं in the industry of solar energy. वो 2 महीने बाद साफा गल च पा के मेरे को आ गया कहता सिद्धू साहब मैं 50 लाना चाहना तो 50 पहले ही मंगी जाते मैं तो फिर तुसी मैनू दसो किदां चलूगा ये. You know, it's like changing a channel today. It's choice and not chance that determines your destiny. People have a choice. जिस तरह चैनल तो चंगा नहीं लगता टीवी तो you go to the other fellow, right? So they go to the other state. You know, that is investment going away. We have to actually inculcate their trust. ये विश्वास दे उत्ते खड़े है संबंध. You know, NRI इत्थे आउंदा ਠਾ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਜ਼ਮੀਨ ਚੁੱਕ ਕੇ ਲੈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਹੈ ਬੰਦੇ ਜਨਾਨੀਆਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਰੋਂਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੁਰਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਗੰਨੇ ਚੂਪਣ ਨੂੰ ਬਾਂਦਰੀ ਡੰਡੇ ਖਾਣ ਨੂੰ ਰਿਚ ਇਹ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ why
This needs translation.
no so this is something which they will understand sir I mean you know those who are benefiting are not entitled to benefit right so this is just a trailer sir jehda main tonu dikhaya right there are other things that can actually transform this state sir this state is ready to be transformed you look at our education if you want to you know kill a state you destroy the education system huh when you destroy the education system engineer poltaange ਹਾਂਜੀ doctor patient ਮਾਰਨਗੇ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ there will be chaos so captain saab is looking at the education system as well the health system these are priority areas I mean what has happened to us in the last 10-15 years it was business only
In fact, Punjab's decline on sports is the most disastrous.
sir ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਸਰੀਰ ਡੌਲੇ you know ਮਤਲਬ ਫੌਜ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਭਰਤੀ ਹੁਣ ਪੈਨਸਲਾਂ ਵਰਗੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਨੇ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕ ਡਰੱਗ ਵੇਚਦੇ ਆ you know ਸਿੰਗਾਪੁਰ 'ਚ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਿਕਦੀ why are drugs not sold in Singapore why not in Thailand why not in Dubai ਅਗਲੇ ਚੁਰਾਹੇ 'ਚ ਖੜਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਧੌਣ ਲਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਅਗਲਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ you will not see the light of day the very next day ਹਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਕਿਸੇ ਛੋਟੀ ਬੱਚੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੇਇੱਜ਼ਤੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ we say life imprisonment or we say you know kill him people who are destroying generations why are they left alone why are they left alone tell me one deterrent ਇੱਕ ਡਰਾਉਣਾ ਟੰਗੋ ਖੇਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 6 ਫੁੱਟ 4 ਇੰਚ ਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ 6 ਫੁੱਟ 4 ਇੰਚ ਦਾ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਡਰਾਉਣਾ you know it right ਇੱਕ ਡਰਾਉਣਾ ਟੱਕੋ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਦੂਸਰਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਡੇਅਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰੂਗਾ ਉਹ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ that deterrent is a must the fear of law is a must it is not happening in this great state
So once again, because it's a national audience, Drona in the Khet is a scarecrow.
It's a scarecrow. It's a scarecrow, right? So once you set examples, high standards, and you the fear of law is there. No, Singapore ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਿਕਦੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਿਕਦੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਿਵੇਂ?
So there should be the fear of law.
Fear of law, sir, and the punishment should be so stringent that nobody should dare. ਬੇਅਦਬੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਅੰਗ ਗਲੀਆਂ ਨਾਲੀਆਂ ਚ ਰੋਣਗੇ. Is that something that you know? It is not in our DNA, sir. This is not in our DNA. No worthwhile Punjabi will ever think of it, sir. मैं सारी सेध my mother was a Hindu, my father was a Sikh. वो साड़ियाँ क्लासां नहीं होंदी साड़ियाँ क्लासां होंदी गुरु ग्रंथ साहब दे बारे उन्होंने सानू पढ़ सुनाना ते सानू समझाना that is the sanskar that we've got it. Look at it. I mean they've gone so far and there are no punishments. हाँ जी to polarize ਵੋਟਾਂ ਵੰਡਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਅਕਾਲ ਤਖਤ ਸਾਹਿਬ when you say ਅਕਾਲ ਤਖਤ ਸਾਹਿਬ you feel like standing up sir I get goosebumps when I say ਅਕਾਲ ਤਖਤ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਡ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਉਹ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਲਿਫਾਫਿਆਂ ਚੋਂ ਨਿਕਲਣਗੇ they will summon people from the ਅਕਾਲ ਤਖਤ and say okay you do this is this what we stand for sir are these the values that we stand for my heart actually you know my heart actually throbs for the people who actually go through all this
ਸਿੱਧੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹੋਣਾ ਕੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ
ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਟੰਗ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਉਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਸਜ਼ਾ ਮਿਲਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਸਰ ਔਰ ਜਦ ਤੱਕ ਸਜ਼ਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਣੀ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਦ ਤੱਕ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਰਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਇਹ ਹੋਈ ਜਾਊਗਾ until and unless we make stringent laws we punish those people
and also carry out those laws.
Yes sir
No point.
And that is my point. That is what I raise all over. I can beg also for these laws, sir.
Sir,
I'm Rana Nayyar.
Sir.
I retired as Professor of English from Punjab University.
Sir.
I have one clarification and two questions.
Sure, sir.
Very brief.
Sir.
There's been so much of talk about the hug you gave to General Bajwa.
the hug General Bajwa gave to him.
Yeah,
No, I never gave it, sir.
whichever way you
This
want.
is fine, sir.
I'm not worried about the hug that happened. I'm more worried about the hug that did not happen. At the time of swearing in, if I am correct, because I happen to have seen a video,
Sir.
And that's my source of information. For all you know, it may be apocryphal. It's been circulating. A lot of people may have had access to it. You offered a shawl to Imran Khan after the swearing in, and thereafter he accepted the shawl, and then he shook hands with virtually everyone. Mr. Sidhu was standing and waiting, but the handshake
Absolutely.
did not happen. I as an Indian felt let down at that particular moment. First you can correct me.
I'll correct you, sir. I'll correct you.
Then-
Khan Saab, no, sir. Let me answer this one.
Sure.
Sir, Khan Saab, when he came for the swearing in, you did not see that. The first person that he did this to was me, right? Mr. Mehta was there and I was there. After the swearing in, he walked straight to Mr. Mehta. He gave him a bear hug and then came to me. And he hugged me not for 2-3 seconds, for almost 30 seconds.
You're talking of Vikram Mehta.
Hanji, Vikram Mehta. And then he, see, there are, je tonu dikhiyan nahi gallan, te eh nahi bhi oh jhutiyan nahi, right? So suno, and what he says, and what did he say? What did he say? He said, shabash. He says, shabash, bahut daleri dikhai hai. You see what he says? Daleri dikhai hai. You know what he told his very close friend, I will not name him. 10 days before the invite was sent, he says, "Eh Sardar pakka aayega." He had, "Eh Sardar pakka aayega." Pakka aayega mere ko. Ithe zarur aayega. Right? You tell me, sir. Vajpayee Sahab went there, came back. Modi Sahab went there. Not a single voice was raised from Pakistan. Have you ever seen the Prime Minister of Pakistan? He's not my friend any longer. He's the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Tweet for someone? Have you ever seen that? You see trivial things, but you don't think the larger thing. Now, hold on. I'll read you the tweet. No, wait. Now, let me answer, sir. Let me answer now. Now, let me answer you, sir. You know what the tweet says? He came here as an ambassador of peace. That's the first line. Second thing, Navjot got amazing love from the people of Pakistan. Hanji? And the third thing, all those who criticize him are doing a disservice to the subcontinent. ਹੋਰ ਬਾਂਸ ਤੇ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਸਰ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਮਾਲ ਕਰੀਏ ਨੇ ਸਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ what are you talking about? I mean,
he has questions.
Sir,
You have represented Amritsar as a constituency
Sir.
4 times, as you
Sir.
said, as an MP.
sir.
Five
Five.
times. You count it as an achievement.
No, sir.
I belong to Amritsar, therefore I am interested in knowing that in that period that you've been representing Amritsar, what are the 5 achievements you would like to count, whereby you say that you have contributed to the growth of the city? That is one question. Second, you happen to be Minister of Culture. What kind of cultural policy, what kind of paradigm shift in cultural policy are you going to make, which will make things visible on the ground? Thank you.
No, you have just another. What is this intriguing announcement you made about cultural parliament? So I want you to
It's
maybe
not about
add
that. There are 5 or 6 things, right? You see, Punjab is unique in the sense that there are no advertisements from here of Incredible India. There are no brand ambassadors who call people to watch animals or mandirs or whatever it is. How many people do you think Taj Mahal gets per day? 10,000 people, sir. And how many people without any advertisement does Darbar Sahib get every day? 1,25,000. It's the most wanted destination in the whole world. Most wanted destination in the whole world. I mean, the people that go to Taj Mahal, 12 times that number comes to Amritsar, but they don't stay overnight because they're not facilitated. There are no ginger hotels. You know, there are no Novotel hotels. There are no bathrooms to facilitate them. So what they do is, they come, they take Matha, and then they go away the same day. What we are doing is, we are giving them options to stay back for 1 day, for 2 days, for 3 days, and for 5 days. We're pumping in about 1,200 crores for that. That is going to revamp, you see, all the monuments in Punjab. We are a brand. We're not asking for anything. We're not begging for anything. We've given. We are still going to be giving. And that's what Brand Punjab stands for. As I said, green revolution, white revolution, the great gurus, their teachings, and the spiritual connect that we have to our roots. There are about 2 crores Punjabis which live in America, in Toronto. Toronto is almost, 5 ministers are Sikhs and Punjabis, right? So connecting to their roots. But how do we facilitate them? Because there are no bathrooms, there are no amenities, there are no cafeterias. I go to England. They take me to York. Oh, this is where Caesar was crowned. एक चिट्टा जा पत्थर लाया उठे यहाँ करके $25 ले लेंदे हैं. Oh, this is where Caesar was crowned. Oh yeah, वो 20 pound ले गया वो. ये क्या है? You know, and we have Kalanor where Badshah Akbar was coronated. Kalanor. उठे पत्थर लग गया. See, if I have to tell you stories, see, the stories are missing. If I have to tell you stories that the great Maharaja of Patiala, you know, the third PD, went to the Oslo showroom, sir, and he asked for a chandelier, and the guy who was saying, "You're an Indian, this is not worth you. You're not going to be able to buy this." He came out and he ordered his ADC, buy the whole showroom. The whole Oslo showroom traveled on bullock carts to Patiala. It's still there, sir, Darbar Hall. Has anybody told that to the whole world? Once those stories reach out, once those stories go to the people, that this is what we stand for, this is what we have, come, and we can facilitate them. कोई माड़ा मोटा खान पीन उत्थे बैठ सके. शहीद भगत सिंह दा ਜਿਹੜੀ समाधि है सर, जिथे ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੁਸੈਨੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਸਰ, ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਗਿਆ ਐਸ ਕਲਚਰ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਸਰ. 2.5 ਲੱਖ ਦਾ ਬਿੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ 14 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ. Right? I paid it from my own pocket. Go to YouTube and see it. I paid it from I built that area within 6 months. We built it, sir. Amritsar, you look at what Amritsar was about 10 years. I fought with Badal Saab. I fought with Badal. They scuttled all my projects. I fought with Badal Saab. Bought 100 crores. He told me, no, 5 crore le lo ji. Badal Saab puttu bade vand diya na. You know, he will give you a dolly. He will give you a lollipop. Where the lollipop is also not there. Oh, rapper wala hi hunda bas upar. So he will give you all those things, right? He gave you a dolly. No, I built those bridges, right? I announced the sports complex, right? There are about 25 things that, you know, in the long run, if he can sit with me, 25 things, then the whole talk will go away if I start talking about the development that has happened in Amritsar. Every time I put forward the Bhandari Bridge, every time I put forward a project, they scuttled it. This war of credit is absolutely obnoxious. I mean, I want to swim in the blue ocean, where there is space for everybody to swim. But they've created a red ocean, where everybody's cutting each other, everybody's scuttling projects. Is Sidhu nu credit mil gaya? Huh? See, there was one great guy. I came back from Pakistan. यार जनरल नहीं खोल दे उनके रास्ते, ये नहीं खोलना. भाई तुसी जाके बाहर कह दो ये नहीं खोलना. There are people who get smitten by this credit war. I mean, अपनी लकीर लंबी करो. Let's create a blue ocean, sir.
Set an example.
I mean, set an example.
So, मेरा नाम गौरव है, मैं पेशे से वकील हूँ.
जी.
हम आपसे इंस्पिरेशन लेते रहे हैं पास्ट में. मेरा प्रश्न ये है, जैसा कि अभी भी आपने 2 प्रश्न पहले कहा
जी
कि आप अपनी माताजी से, आपकी माताजी ने आपको कहा कि कभी लाइफ में शॉर्टकट नहीं मारो.
जी सर.
और आपने फिर अभी कहा कि वो संस्कार आपको माताजी से मिलते रहे हैं.
जी.
मेरा प्रश्न बड़ा छोटा सा है, क्या ऐसा तो नहीं है कि नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू, जो किसी एक समय पे ये कहा करते थे कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी मेरी माँ है, मुझे लगता है कि माँ तो कभी बदली नहीं जा सकती. और क्या ऐसा तो नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने पर्सनली आपसे इंस्पिरेशन ड्रॉ करी है कि क्या बोलते हैं, क्या कमाल है, बड़ा सीखे भी हैं आपसे. क्या ऐसा तो नहीं
अब
था
छोटा सवाल रखें तो बेटर.
नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू,
मैं तुम्हारे सवाल का उत्तर देता हूँ, पहले भी दे चुका हूँ. माता कैकेयी भी थी और माता कौशल्या.
ये शब्दों का खेल.
तो और मैं यहाँ बैठा शब्दों के लिए हूँ, किस चीज के लिए बैठा हूँ? और किसके लिए बैठा हूँ यहाँ? बात हो रहा हूँ मैं. बात करता है. बैठ बेटा. बेटा जिस स्कूल में तू पढ़ रहा है उसका प्रोफेसर रह चुका हूँ. क्या बात करता है?
Rupinder Sachdeva.
In the back, then him. Then him and then.
Navjot, just a small
Sir, if you would introduce yourself, because we'll be transcribing.
I'm Dr. Gurpreet.
Sir.
My question, I mean, it's nothing to do with any of the political flavor which we've just witnessed. A senior of mine,
Sir.
Dr. Narottam Puri,
Sir.
remarked during our several conversations that during his cricketing career, Navjot was a fairly shy person. He used to be in his room, a voracious reader, a prolific reader, I just want to know and understand what happened, what was the metamorphosis, what catalyzed you to this scene and this kind of persona which we see these days? That's a very simple question.
No, sir, it's a brilliant question also, sir. It's an outstanding question. Let me tell you, sir, this is the story of my life, sir. How doubt creates a mountain and faith liberates it. You know, and faith tunnels through it. If I can put it in the right way, doubt creates a mountain and faith tunnels through it. I'll give you a small example. He's absolutely dead right when he says that, you know, I was an introvert, a voracious leader. He's dead right. Sir, if my professor during school days told me, son, tomorrow you've got to participate in a debate, and that debate is coming tomorrow, so you've got to prepare for the debate and come tomorrow and participate in the declamation contest, I would take chutti from school for the next 3-4 days. Changa pada main apne aap nu malaria kara leta. I would write malaria and I will not come, sir. When I first became prefect, sir, all I was required to do, they give you the honor of stepping down, standing in front of the school and say, school disperse. My legs were wobbly when I was saying Jan Gana Man. That was the toughest Jan Gana Man of my life, sir, because I had to say school disperse. My legs were wobbly. So I came down the stairs, I stood in front of the school and I fainted. I fainted, sir. They carried me on a stretcher.
Stage fright, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely. I could not utter a word. I mean, he's dead right. What he's saying is absolute. And you asked Mr. Gavaskar, 100 ਬਣਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੰਨੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਡਰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਭਾਈ now the interview will happen. So he would be coming towards me, he would be coming toward me, I would be going back. So see, this is the stage. And then, you know, I was a very hard-working guy. You know, I used to work morning to evening, main lage hi rehta si. And then suddenly Swami Vivekananda happened in my life. I gave up cricket, and that is how my life has been, sir. Kadi na kadi jundi rendi hai, ek cheez chhadda dooji te rab bhag la dunda hai. No, not, that is why I say life is what happens when you're making other plans, you know. And I went into my father's library, 25,000 books, I stumbled, the lights went off, and books fall on me. And here it is, the 8 works of Swami Vivekananda. I read it, and there are tears running down my cheeks. There is a current that is flowing and I'm reading it. The first volume of Swami Vivekananda, the works of Vivekananda. And by the time I finish it, it takes me 4.5 hours. I'm a changed person. It has metamorphosized me. And that is where I went into practical religion. Religion cannot be talked about. It cannot be just read about. It has to be experienced. And that is where I started my breath control. I used to go up at about 3:15 and, you know, practice pranayam. And, you know, I went within. And once I went within, the inner world opened, sir. The world of light, the world of bliss, the world of happiness, boundless joy. And my fears dissipated. And there was born a new Navjot Singh Sidhu who feared nothing. Who feared nothing but the Almighty. इन्होंने तो रब भुलिया सी ना, मैनू रब हर second याद रहता है. मैं जो कुछ भी हाँ, see, whatever I am today is because of the hours and hours of meditation.
So who are you saying who had forgotten God?
No. It's not about forgotten God. No, sir. We search outwards.
Outward.
We search. We are like the musk deer. The musk deer runs around the jungle searching for the fragrance which comes from his own navel. The Guru ki Bani says, Jo Brahmande, soi pinde, jo khoje so pave. Whatever is there in this Brahman is in your body.
In the universe.
In the universe. Brahman is universe.
Yes.
It is here within. Jo khoje, those who seek.
Who seeketh, findeth.
Those are those who seeketh, findeth. And therein began my journey, the inward journey. The most wonderful journey. My rogas disappeared, my body changed. I cannot explain all that. I mean, you see, but ये है कि गूंगा बोलन लग गया. गूंगा बोलन लग गया जी. And बोलता के मैं तुसी देखो. You know, that is for you to decide.
A speechless man.
That is the power of meditation.
A speechless man learned to talk. And talk how you can hear.
That you can
why see.
I mean, that is what it is.
Mr. Question, and then for you.
First of all, good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Thank you for inviting me, Shekhar sir, Chitleen ma'am. And Sidhu sir, I came from Jalandhar. It took me 4 hours today, but the tiredness of 4 hours vanished in 4 minutes when I listened to you. So
Thank you very much, bro.
It's good to listen to you. Sir, my name is Mukul Verma. I'm from Jalandhar, and I represent my industry. It's called Savi International. We make sports goods and garments, and we export them to over 40 countries. Sir, since you are the Minister of Local Bodies as well, along with tourism and museums and cultural affairs, sir, as per the local body laws, I read in the paper that the government of Punjab wants to attract investments in the state. And for that, they want to invite industrialists from different corners of Punjab and from abroad as well. Sir, my humble suggestion to you is that supposedly if the local body governments wants to earn more revenue, since you have said the government wants income to do development, sir, we are facing some small issues that the places which are not under the declared industrial zones in Jalandhar and Ludhiana and Amritsar, they fall under the local bodies because the corporation laws get implemented over there. In that case, sir, we are not allowed to go above a certain height, and the FAR is also restricted over there. Sir, if the industry gets a chance to increase in the height of the building and also
In the municipal
limits, sir. Yes.
Yes, okay.
Sir, we can install more machines, we can employ more people, we can give more revenue to state as well as to the center and provide more jobs, sir. Since it is in your manifesto that Ghar Ghar Rozgar Yojana, sir, trust me, people of Punjab are willing to work and they can do wonders, sir, if they are given a chance. And second suggestion is, sir, that since you went to Pakistan few weeks back, sir, the sports goods industry of Pakistan is 5 times bigger than of India. Our exports are only to the tune of 1400 crores and they are exporting more than 5,000 crores, sir. Similar people live there which live here, similar hands work there which work here. Sir, the only difference is that we people fail to attract the investments from abroad. They have got big brands like Adidas. The football FIFA World Cup was made in Pakistan, sir, by Forward Sports.
Football was made, FIFA football was made there.
By Forward Sports. Sir, the industry can make that football here also. They have only 22 crore people which are equivalent to the population of Uttar Pradesh in India. Sir, we can make better footballs than them only if we are given a chance. If the government can have some technological tie-ups done with the brands of overseas, sir, I'm sure the industry can benefit and our exports will increase at least 3 times.
I think he's got the point.
Yes.
Understood.
And sir,
बस तेरे लिए शेर सुना दूं एक?
सर मैं आपके लिए पहले सुनाना चाहता हूँ।
अरे
तैयारी करके आया।
अगर देखना है आपने पंजाब की इंडस्ट्री के उड़ने का अंदाज तो आसमां से कहो थोड़ा और ऊपर हो जाए और पंछी ने जब किया अपने पंखों पर विश्वास दूर दूर तक हो गया उसका ही आकाश। और सर एक चीज़ और कहना चाहता हूँ अपनी इंडस्ट्री के बारे में, स्पोर्ट्स इंडस्ट्री के बारे में, क्योंकि हमने बहुत कुछ देखा है इस इंडस्ट्री में कि किसी शायर ने कहा है कि ज़मीर जिंदा रख, कबीर जिंदा रख, सुल्तान भी बन जाए तो दिल में फ़कीर जिंदा रख, हौसले की तरकश में कोशिश का वो तीर जिंदा रख, हार भी जा जिंदगी में सब कुछ लेकिन फिर भी जीतने की उम्मीद जिंदा रख।
You got competition.
That is brilliant, absolutely outstanding.
So sir, whenever you are in Jalandhar, kindly have a small interaction with the sports goods industry, sir. Sir, we can do wonders. इस पंजाब की मिट्टी में बहुत ताकत है सर। ये
You are absolutely right, bro. And I've, तुम्हारा question part में answer कर चुका हूँ।
Sir.
That investment can only come
जी.
if we simplify rules.
Yes.
That single window system has to be a single window, bro.
Yes.
And behind that single window, there cannot be 56 windows that are opening. So that is the first part. I have already suggested to Captain Saab that there should be 2 SEZs in Jalandhar, special economic zones. But because the SEZs have lost their value now, because उस ज़माने में SEZ के ऊपर ना बहुत कुछ ऐसा था जो मिल जाता था, आज सरकार थोड़ी stringent है, but still, leather and sports goods,
yes, sir.
they can benefit a lot. And I've told you, the roaring economies, if Punjab has to get out of this karza, this indebtedness, I personally feel there's only one way out: industrialization and giving additional sources of income to our agriculture, bro. That's the backbone. We will have to give them additional sources. And young men like you, झुकते हैं पर्वत भी कहीं कहीं, रुकते हैं दरिया भी कहीं कहीं, बस झुकती नहीं जवानियां और रुकती नहीं रवानियां। समझा? तो तू बेटा झुकना मत, तेरी जो आस है ना, मुझे दिखता है कि पंजाब एक दिन इस रास्ते पे चलेगा और we can transform Punjab in 6 months, bro. 6 months. The NRIs are ready to invest, but they lack the trust. The NRIs want to create a ambience where they also earn and they can employ thousands and thousands. See, यहाँ पे एक फैक्ट्री है, 5,000 लोग एम्प्लॉय करते हैं वो, tractor factory, Mahindra. 5,000 people are employed from Mohali, sir. That's the only way we need to actually proceed. और तुमने फिर पाकिस्तान की बात की. मेरे भी सपने हैं यार. मैं ये सपने देखता हूँ. Boss, let me tell you one thing, and I am nobody in the central government. I can only request them with folded hands, bowed head. I can tell you one thing. कि अगर कराची और मुंबई खुले हैं, मीलों मील दूर हैं, कराची और मुंबई खुले हैं चंद अमीरों के लिए, तो भाई लाहौर और अमृतसर भी खुलने चाहिए. और 6 महीने में अगर हम 600 साल आगे नहीं गए तो नाम नवजोत सिद्धू मत रखना. जाओ. That is what it is, and that is where we are done in. अगर हम अपनी wheat उठा के बॉर्डर पे रख दें और उनका सीमेंट ले लें, you know the Silken Route, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, sir, and the Karakoram Pass, the Salem Pass, we can go to Moscow, we can go to Central Asia, we can go to Europe. And that is why Amritsar prospered in those days. And this is the key. हमारी किस्मत पे जो ताले लगे हैं ना, कोई कहे यार खुल जा सिम सिम. मुझे बड़ी उम्मीद है हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब से. और उधर तो खान साहब, you know, he's already said it. This is for the first time that has happened. So hope is the biggest hope.
So
Cheers.
do you think Sushma ji will listen to you, take your advice on this
Sir.
new opening to Kartarpur Sahib?
Sir, I'll give you the answer. I'm not obligated to succeed, but I'm obligated to try my darnest best. And if I fail, the next best thing is to try again. I will keep on trying till the last drop of my blood, sir. And because this is one route, that if this opens out, तो हमारे पंख लग जाएंगे, sir. The aspirations of the people of Punjab will get wings. Wings. We can fly high, sir. एक चीज, एक मेहनत बेचारा दिहाड़ी करने वाला भी करता है ना सर. वो शाम को 70 रुपए जेब में डाल के चला जाता है. एक बिल गेट्स भी करता है, खुद पढ़ा लिखा नहीं लेकिन PhD लोगों को एम्प्लॉय करके. You should know how to work hard, no sir. This is the shortest route to our success. The two Punjabs uniting together will actually be energy which will actually take not only India forward but our two countries forward.
You have questions.
I'm Rupinder Sachdeva. I'm chairman, PhD chairman.
I know you, sir. You don't need any introduction. I know you, sir.
Thank you. Sir, you are part and parcel of our efforts that we are doing in Amritsar from last 13 years.
Pitex.
Yes. And I compliment you for whatever you have done in last month's achievement, and we salute you, sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
Above all, sir, I believe the spirituality and the trade can do wonders. And you have just opened the subject. Though from last 13 years, what we are doing in Amritsar is just to try to open Wagah trade from Punjab, because Punjab is locationally on such a disadvantaged location where we cannot grow till we have some exit route to export or do our business.
So this is it. This is the route.
And in this scenario, on this platform of today's evening, I request the central government and the media to take it forward, to take it seriously, to save us from the situation we are in now. And especially in this GST regime, we won't be able to grow. Whatever we talk about the investments we are looking about. I was last week with the Punjab government delegation to Singapore. We have tried our best to get the investment, and he is part and parcel of us from last 13 years. He was talking to the biggest industry of Mohali. We have Mr. Chandra Mohan ji sitting here, who is the founder of the Sabraj tractors and the Mahindra. But all said and done, this is the governments which have to take it further. We'll talk later, sir. But, sir, central government of India has to take initiative. Pakistan is, we know
Sir.
very closely the working of Pakistan. They are not saying anything. They are ready to get the imports from us and export from them. But our government is not allowing the limit of the products which we need to do. We have to have mechanism where Punjab can survive, North can survive. This I want to request. request. Thank you very much.
This is it. मैं कह रहा हूँ यही है बस. सरकारें तमाम उम्र यही भूल करती रही.
On the other hand, there is a great deal of complaint in India that Pakistan doesn't give us what is called as most favored nation status. So how do we trade?
देखिए sir, it's a simple thing. You know, नजरें बदली, नज़ारे बदले, कश्ती बदली, किनारे बदले. Today it's different. What has never happened in Pakistan is happening today. You see how they have come forward. What did not happen in 70 years has happened in 20 days. See how they state about the Indus Water Treaty, about everything. He has gone on record. See, Imran Khan's foreign policy, and that is what Fawad, I'm quoting what Fawad Chaudhry said. He says Nawaz Sharif ji ki foreign policy hoti thi, meri factory, mera falana, mera ye, mera wo. Imran Khan's foreign policy is India, Pakistan, India, China, India, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Afghanistan.
I will only put one qualification there, that we are yet to come to the conclusion that Imran Khan, that Imran Khan will be the first Prime Minister in Pakistan's history to control his foreign policy.
That's the only thing that I'm wanting. There is
because the army controls foreign policy there.
Whatever has happened in these 20 days has been good, sir. There is this positive connotation that actually, you know, acts as a catalyst which can galvanize relations, sir. What is the solution? I mean, what have we gained in the last 40 years? The solution is talks. The solution is some positivity. The solution is trade. The solution is somewhere down the lines, better relations. And that can only happen with one army. That can only happen, yes, there are issues. And I feel that if there is peace, you know, our jawans will not die. Their jawans will not die. I mean, सबसे बड़ा बोझ इस दुनिया में बाप के कंधे पे बेटे का जनाजा होता है सर. समझे नहीं? मैं उस दर्द को हर तरह से समझता हूँ सर. I know when my father went, what happened to me. And imagine when I was caught in the riots, my father didn't even have a glass of water for almost 5 days when I was caught up. So I understand that, sir. But in spite of that, how do we move forward? What is the way forward? Positive anything is better than negative nothing. What is the positive way of doing it? It's talks, sir. Talks have never stopped. They should never stop. Somewhere down the line, you must have that hope, the light at the end of the tunnel, that this can resume. I live on that, sir.
Gujral Sahib used to say, "Guftgu band na ho, baat se baat chale."
ये हुई बात सर. और यही आस और उम्मीद है सर कि अगर कोई बंदा अमृतसर से साग मक्की की रोटी खा के वहाँ लाहौर 22 किलोमीटर दूर जाके वहाँ बिरयानी खा के तिजारत करके शाम को वापस आ जाता है, तो फिर मानूंगा.
या वो लक्ष्मी चौक पर टिकट है. लेकिन
नहीं, देखिए सर, the people, it's a porous border. People who infiltrate, they do it as it is. But जिसका पासपोर्ट है, जिसकी आइडेंटिटी है, जो एक ट्रेडर है, उसको जाने दो ना यार. सरकारें तमाम उम्र यही भूल करती रही. धूल उनके चेहरे पे थी और आईने साफ करती रही. आईने साफ करती रही. और ये मैं कह रहा हूं इसलिए क्योंकि you know it has become a habit, sir, for some channels, some people to just abuse everybody, sir. तो गाली दो, इसमें ही हमारा नंबर बनता है.
So those channels, I call them commando comic channels. Right?
Give me a hug, sir. Give me a hug. Love you, sir. Love you. Commando comic channels, I love you.
So do you have a message for them? Because they want a war every evening.
हाँ जी.
You have a message for them.
तो उनको मैं मैसेज देता हूँ. प्रेम परिचय को पहचान बना देता है. You don't need any introduction. If you have love in your eyes, प्रेम परिचय को पहचान बना देता है. वीराने को गुलिस्तान बना देता है. अरे मैं आप बीती कहता हूं गैरों की नहीं, प्रेम इंसान को भगवान बना देता है.
क्या बात.
Isn't that a message, sir? ठुक गई ताड़ी. मैंने कौन कह रहा है सिद्धू कहता है ताड़ी ठोको, अपने आप ठोकते हैं. देखो बोलो.
Sir. Myself, Sucha Singh Gill.
Sir.
I work in Grid, Chandigarh.
अच्छा.
Earlier I worked at Punjab University, Patiala.
अच्छा sir.
So you are one of the most vocal ministers in Punjab cabinet, and we appreciate your vocalness.
Thank you.
People like you are.
He was never accused of being silent since I have known him.
Now you have been in the ministry for a year and a half.
Not year and a half, but a year and 4 months.
Considerable time, and you mentioned certain steps. From Rita Bajri, lot of resources becoming mobilized. Liquor is another area, corporations is another area. What deters your government to act? This is number one. Number two, you say that people should have fear of administration, police. And you know, Ranjit Singh Commission report has come, and it has given fairly good indication that who are the people who are responsible for that. What is deterring your government to take action?
So there is no deterrent, sir. Let me tell you, and there are no excuses also. Like, ये मुद्दा जो है ना sir, it's like riding a tiger. You get off, you're dead. I mean, वो एक पुरानी कहानी है sir. वो सुना दूं सर?
हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल.
मतलब वो
नई पुरानी सब अलाउड है.
कुम्हार था, तो वो उसकी 2 बेटियां थी, शादी हुई थी उनकी, तो वो उनकी खबर लेने गया, तो पहली थी टांडियां वाली, जो टांडे उगाते हैं ना सर, मक्की के टांडे उगाते हैं, उसका बहुत कुछ बनता है, तो उसकी बड़ी चीज़ें बनती हैं, तो उसको कहता है बेटा क्या हाल है तेरा? वो कहती बापू जी अगर बारिश हो गई ना तो टांडे बड़े ज़बरदस्त हो जाएंगे और हमारा बिजनेस विल प्रॉस्पर, ओह लाइक एनीथिंग, हैं? तो ही सेज बेटा बारिश हो, बहुत अच्छी बात है. सो ही वेंट टू द सेकंड डॉटर, तो उसके गीले बर्तन थे जो उसने धूप में सूखने हुए रखे हुए थे. कह रही बापू जी,
whose husband was a potter.
हाँ जी, बापू जी बारिश ना हो बस, फिर मेरी लाइफ बन जाएगी. तो poor fellow, now he didn't know what to say, so he came back and his wife looked at him. She said, कुड़ियाँ नु मिलके आए हो, you met your daughters, why are you so distraught, why are you sad and gloomy? He says भगवान ने या टांडियां वाली है नहीं तो या भांडियां वाली है. So, sir, there are no excuses, sir.
So to do something, you have to lose something.
Yeah. So या तो टांडे वाली है नहीं तो या भांडे वाली है नहीं, क्योंकि you see in this there are sentiments which have been hurt, sir. The Guru Granth Sahib Ji is the centrifugal force around which we revolve, sir. I mean, किस कोई साडे live Guru नु, जी the Dasam Pacha gave the live Guru to us, sir. आज्ञा पई अकाल की तबे चलायो पंथ, सब सिखन को हुक्म है गुरु मानियो ग्रंथ. लाइव गुरु कोई साडे गुरु साहब दे अंग फाड़ के गलियां नालियां च रोलूगा for vote polarization, sir, to get their selfish vested interests, is it justified? They should be punished, sir, and that punishment should be so stringent and act as a deterrent for generations, sir. We don't fight elections for the next election. We fight election for the next generation. Generations will be affected, sir. If you encourage people who have tried to destroy our philosophy, the great Guru, इन्होंने रब भुलिया, तो सर देखो इस गल दे विच बड़ा क्लियर है कम, sir. What nobody did in the last government, we've done it in 1 year. But sir, in the next 6 months, this is going to be our test. जे असी सजा दे देती and दुध दा दुध करता पानी दा पानी, which the Justice Ranjit Singh report is already done, and the section 154 of the Criminal Procedure Code says, sir, that if by omission prima facie evidence of a cognizable offence is there, then registering an FIR is a mandatory thing. You make a sit, you make anything that you want to, they can investigate. But FIR इन्हां सारियां दे उत्ते होनी चाहिदी है जिन्हां लोकां ने साडे गुरु दा तिरस्कार कीता है. And this is not an emotive matter. This is our existence, sir. This is our existence. ये मेरी पछाण है. गुरु गोबिंद सिंह पातशाह दी दित्ती साडी पछाण है, सर. साडी जिंदगी दी सेध है, साडा चानन मुनारा है, साडा लाइट हाउस है. So this is something which Punjab expects from us, and Captain Saab has done very well till date, sir. मैं ते हुण ते एविडेंस भी इन्ना जबरदस्त आया है. देखो कोई भी सिट जस्टिस रणजीत सिंह तो उत्ते तो नहीं, तुसी कोई पुलिस वाला लाता या कोई होर लाता, जस्टिस रणजीत सिंह, जस्टिस जोरा सिंह, I mean हुण उन्हां नालों वध की एविडेंस तुसी देओगे? They've worked for 1 year, so the evidence is already there, sir. They've actually given it to you, prima facie evidence for you to act on. So I think action, if the action is taken, then you see the expectations are answered. But if action is not taken, sir.
Mr. Fulka is asking for exactly this, that it should be time bound and the SIT should have been formed by now.
I agree with Mr.
He's asking you to resign. You are among the 5 members.
See, if I have to clear the muck, I have to stay in the muck, right? What good will a resignation do? The people who voted for me voted for 5 years, and if I resign and sit home, how will I help them? How will I raise my voice?
But you agree with this demand?
No, I agree that this thing should be time bound, and people are expecting so much. I agree to that extent, and the Captain Saab is doing it. See, we finished it in 1 year. What they did not do. The Zora Singh Commission report, it's the same, you know, if they have any counterpoint, sir, if they have any counterpoint against their own Zora Singh report or against the Ranjit Singh Commission report, why did they run away from the Southern? Why did they run away from the Vidhan Sabha? I challenge them today. Let Sardar Prakash Singh Badal and his son and 5-6 more people come here, sit in front of you. I'll come alone. If they defeat me, I'll leave politics all my life. Out, beto, beso. Hadam, pakode hai sir. Pakode hai. They're on the run. They're absconding. Pakode bande nu ki kahonge tusi? Bahar nahi nikal dende. See, if there was a counterpoint that you had against this report, you should have been in the Vidhan Sabha arguing, debating.
So you are saying that they have fled from the argument?
They have fled, sir, because they cannot face the truth. They cannot face the truth. I have asked Sukhbir Badal, ki hai hun? Jalalabad da MLA? That's what he is, right? मैं उन्हें क्या मैं कहा बहस तेरे घर दे बूहे दे बाहर मैं कुर्सी लाना बहस. How do you see what happens in America, sir? America, there are arguments, there are debates that the people of America listen to and then decide. Why are you running away from debates, right? And you know this everything he blames on ISI. Har cheez ISI. Tomorrow if a dog dies, ISI. हाँ जी कोई मतलब किसी दे कपड़े चोरी हो गया ISI. What nonsense are you talking about? You see, this is not the Firku thing. This is not that Muslims are opposing you. It is the Sikh community which is opposing Sardar Sukhbir Singh Badal. 40 साल जिस पंथ के नाम पे आपने राज किया, वो आपके सामने खड़े हैं. वो लोग who are the purest of all Sikhs, they are standing right in front of you and asking you questions. Who are you to actually appoint the Akal Takht Jathedar from your lifafa? Who are you to summon the Akal Takht Jathedar to your background, to the CM house and ask him to give maafi to someone who's declared tankhaya? Who are you to pardon someone who has been declared excommunicated from the Sikh religion? 2007, sir, he imitated the great Guru Gobind Singh, right? And you know, he imitated. There was an FIR registered against him, sir. 2007. Then the election happened. After 5 years, the police asked for cancellation without filing any charge sheet. 7 years down the line, 2014, 7 years down the line, the police goes to the court and says, oh, Gawai uthe nahi siga. His name is Rajinder Singh Sidhu. Oh, Gawai hai nahi siga. He was not in the congregation. The Gawai got wild. He says, I was there, right? No charge sheet filed. The case got cancelled. Even now, Navkiran Singh, one of the finest Sikhs in today's world, fighting for the rights, is actually fighting that case in the. What have you done? You sat, a man who has been excommunicated from the Sikh religion, you sat at his feet seeking for votes. Then you asked the Akal Takht Jathedar, called him home and asked him to forgive the person who was excommunicated. And you know, there's a hearsay evidence that you struck a deal of 100 crores. Otherwise, why would you forgive him?
And where is the person now?
Hanji? Who
was forgiven?
Who? I mean, you know it. You know it.
I know.
And the popular saying in Punjab is
that he's paid for his sins.
जिथे गईयां बेड़ियां उथे गए मला, जिथे गया सिरसे वाला उथे ही जाओ जीजा साला. हाँ जी. I say it, sir. That's the voice of the people. Zameen phad ke aandi ho.
He's landed up in jail for a very long time now.
The point I'm making is, sir, that you use the great Akal Takht Sahib, Adi Anand, the highest institution for any Sikh in this world, sir, any Punjabi in this world, for your own selfish vested interests, sir. Hanji, why should you not be excommunicated? Thonu log kyun tankhaiya declare na karan? Tusi ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਫੀਆਂ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਸੌਦੇ ਕਰੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੋਟਾਂ ਦੀ ਰਾਜਨੀਤੀ ਕਰੋ, ਵੋਟਾਂ ਲਈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਗੋਡਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਬੈਠੋ. I ask you as a humble Sikh, why should you not be excommunicated? ਕਿਉਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਟਕਰੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਖੜਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਾ ਪੁੱਛੀਏ? ਹੈ ਜਵਾਬ? ਆ ਬੈਠ. ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਜੇ ਮਾਂ ਪਿਓ ਦਾ ਪੁੱਤ ਹੈ ਸਰਦਾਰ ਸੁਖਬੀਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਤੇ ਭੱਜੀ ਨਾ. ਭੱਜ ਗਿਆ. He ran. He ran away from the Vidhan Sabha. And I say today that I'm not afraid. You come, you sit, you be the mediator, sir. Let there be any
I am
channel.
staying out of it.
You know what he does?
I'll be sitting watching on DRS.
So, there is just one channel that he goes on. That is his Dabu. That is his Dabu, the PTC. Sukhbir. That's all. That's their shield. Absolute nonsense. I mean, if he says that, this is all wrong, why were they voted out of power? The Akali Dal has never gone below the 40-seat mark that they have, right? So he wanted to do social engineering. He thought that a party who won 4 seats and got 40 in Haryana, he could also go from 40 to 80. But look where he is. He's come on 13. Ye 13 vi nahi rehniya, sir. Ye 13 vi nahi rehniya. That's their credibility. Jadon sarkar aunਦੀ ਹੈ, ਇੱਕ 5-star hotel ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ. Man, let him explain, let him argue. ਬਹਿਸ ਕਰ. ਭਾਈ ਦਾ ਕਿਉਂ ਰੌਲਾ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ? ਰੌਲਾ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ. Just goes, I mean, is that the way to behave in a Vidhan Sabha? Is that a fish market? What does noise prove? You tell me, what does noise prove? Even a hen, while laying an egg, cackles as if she's laying an asteroid, sir. I mean, what does noise prove? You tell me, what does noise prove? You debate. You put your views forward, and we counter them. You have no counterpoint, sir. The Zora Singh Commission report, make no mistake about it, sir. They formed that commission. Sardar Zora Singh finished that report, and he said that you fired at people who were in the sitting postures. Can they be aggressors? You spared those who were the Kisan Union. They were also doing dharnas. You spared those who were, doing dharnas for getting their film MSG released, the Premis, right? You spared them, and you fired at Sikhs. You picked them up. 16-17 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲੋ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਲੱਤਾਂ ਪਾੜਤੀਆਂ. Is this what you are? Is this what you are doing? Why did you fire at those Sikhs? See, the Vienna कांड हुआ था, sir. Vienna कांड में the SSPs, DIGs ran away, sir. ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਭੱਜ ਗਏ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਟੁੱਟੀਆਂ. People pelted it with stones, but nobody fired. How come the firing happened over here? Right? Badal Saab was talking to the DGP. The DGP and the police went on record saying कि जी peaceful तरना है, कि उठावांगे violence हो सकती, right? And it's on record. And Badal Saab had 3 lines open, sir. The administrative line, which was Mantar Barad, the deputy commissioner, right? And then the Mantar Barad line. Gagan Barad went to his house, and on his phone he talks to the DGP. He talks to the administration, he talks to the DC. ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ DGP ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ. ਇਹ ਜਿਹਾ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਸਰ? ਇਹ ਜਿਹਾ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ 3 ਵਜੇ ਕਿ you call all the doctors at 3:30 in the morning? You call all the doctors in that area and say report to that hospital. Have you ever heard of it? I've heard a police alert, I've heard a red alert, I've never heard a doctor alert. Have you ever heard a doctor alert? I mean, at 4 o'clock in the morning there were 7 doctors over there, and when they went up, when the commotion happened, the police said, it's on record. Police said, goliyan lag jaangiyan tonu, thalle aa. And the moment they came down at about 6:30, this is about 6:30, the commotion happened, and the patients, matlab 50-100 patient kathe aaye. I mean,
Bullet wounds.
So this is where I'm saying, and this is Kotkapura, sir. The Zora Singh Commission, and this is evidence which is recorded from the CCTV cameras. 4 CCTV camera lage sige, sir, us chowk te. The Zora Singh Commission asked Sukhbir Badal and the police, the same police, you give me the CCTV coverage. You know what they said? They said, truck maar gaya koi CCTV camera nu. Truck maar gaya ji, CCTV camera chalde hi nahi. Zora Singh did not get, Sardar Zora Singh did not get any CCTV footage. He gave them the report. The chief secretary made him sit on a bench outside his office for 7 hours. Then a clerk went out there, and a joint secretary took that report, and that report in the Secretariat avenues has had dust accumulating on top of it. No action taken whatsoever. They did not even go and haal bhi puchhan nahi gaye. So, all this is given by the fact-finding committee is evidence, right? And the Ranjit Singh Commission report immediately got that evidence. Main wo evidence chalaya, sir. You've all seen it? You've all seen the evidence that I've, all 4 sites, and that's Kot Kapura, sir, where one guy was shot through the legs and, became handicapped for a lifetime, sir. And at Babel Kalam, the Zora Singh Commission says that you shot at people who were sitting. Why only the Sikhs? Why did you spare the Premis? Is it Dera Prem? Why did you spare, or is it vote bank politics? Or you tell me, the report says that the Dera was responsible for the sacrilege. Do you agree or not? And if you agree, why did you go and sit on their feet to ask for votes? Why did you ask for the maafi? Why did you call the Akal Takht Jathedar to give him a reprieve? Are there any answers? No. Chor ki dadi mein tinka.
Chitleen, and then Sir,
whatever
Chitleen,
happened
Nikhil,
after
then
that
you.
assembly, that whole 7-hour discussion, and things have changed in Punjab, and there is a resurgence of hatred and anger towards the Akalis. Why are the hardliners so happy with what's happening?
You tell me, the hatred against the Akalis has emerged now. Why did they get 13 seats, Chitleen, madam?
No, I'm asking, there's a
That
resurgence.
is why, there was no resentment. It was hatred. That's why they got 13 seats. And those 13 will be wiped out. You watch what happens in the Lok Sabha. See, Captain Saab's action will determine where we go from here, because the entire state expects a stringent action on those who are culprits. That's it.
So you support this new blasphemy law?
What, sir? Oh, yes, sir. Dekho, sir, I support any deterrent. And I support the fear of law. How you do it is for the lawmaker. Kaiyan thawan de utte the law is executed, sir. Good intentions die unless they're executed. You can have laws, you can have policies, but if they're not executed at the ground level,
then there is no point.
Then the good intentions will die unless they're executed. The execution is the most important. My Sidhuism for this is, sir, I've always said, you rate ability in men by what they finish, not by what they attempt. It is the ending of the story which is more important. See, once you finish a job, you will get the trust and you will actually get the faith of the people. But if half-baked ideas are left like a pie in the sky, up in the air, then nothing's going to happen.
Nikhil?
Sir, Sasika sir, I'm Nikhil Rampal. I'm a reporter with ThePrint. Sir, I'm Punjab da Gabru Jawan te Jawana
waste.
English.
Meri gal sun mitra. That which needs to be proven is not worth a toss. You are.
Sir, the question is, sir, if you look at the first 4 pages of Tribune these days, sir, it's filled with ads for going for Canada immigration visa, right? Everybody wants to go Canada. One, sir.
Spelled K-A-N-A-D-A usually.
Sir, K-A-N-A-D-A. Sir,
Good question.
This craze in Punjabis about going to Canada is viral. All of my friends have gone there, right? One, that is a problem causing brain drain in Punjab. What is the government going to do about it? Second, sir, even if they go to Canada, now they are being brainwashed over there. The international politics is not that simple, and these young Canadians, young Punjabis are actually supporting referendum 2020, right? So Pal Singh Khera said something and he fell into controversies about it. Sir, what message do you want to give to the people and the youth of Punjab who are being brainwashed elsewhere?
You see, the first thing, sir, for the youth is that till date we do not have a youth policy, sir. Rahul Bhai, for the first time I've seen a leader asking us to go to the youth of this country, which is 56%, and not impose on them but ask them what they want. If there are 56% of youth in this country, then have you ever asked them what they want? What is the youth policy that you have? Punjab does not have it, number one. Number two, you have failed to channelize the energy of youth. How? You look at the sport, you raised a very valid point, sir. I never used to do homework, sir. Mainu pata nahi si homework hunda ki hai. I used to come back at 7:30 after playing for 4 or 5 hours, swimming. Donga khai nahi main rajma da. Git naap ke paraunthe khanda hunda si, sir. Raat nu aake 7:30 baje thaan pata hi nahi hunda si kithe hu. Right? An idle mind is where mischief hatcheth her eggs. And that is what is happening. You know, when there are no jobs, when there is no sporting activity, 4 or 5, villages should have one one big area. कोई पैसे नहीं लगते sir. Basketball, the net, kabaddi, kushti, right? All these things, they can be facilitated easily. And they're being done now, sir. That is one, sir. The second is education, sir. We have degrees, but we don't have jobs. A degree is no good until and unless that degree enables you to get job. During the course of the Badal government, sir, Madam Healy asked for 4,000 carpenters. 4,000 carpenters. For America, they could not give even one. The skill is missing, sir. You could not have a degree, but if you're skilled enough, you could be a carpenter, you could be anything. You will get that job. So that is the influx of our government. Captain Amrinder Singh has had job melas all over, sir. Charanjit Channi, he's done job melas. Manpreet Paji is also doing it. So we are actually enabling the youth to actually have the skill which can give them jobs. We are not talking about degrees. You know, the school revamp is also going to be happening. But, you know, 2 lakh crore da karja chadya ikko dam, you know, ikko dam nahi hona. Slowly and steadily you assess our 3-4 years and you assess their 10 years. Dhire dhire re mana, dhire sab kuch hoye. Mali sinche 100 ghada, ritu aaye phal hoye. You'll have to be slightly patient, but we'll give you the results.
Ma'am, right there,
I think
in the back.
The second question which Nikhil asked about the brainwashing of the youth abroad.
Listen, the youth, when they go to America, or see, मैं अपना एक दोस्त है मेरा गुरजंट. I'll tell you a real story. So I went to England. I actually played with his son, so I knew what his son was. ਤੇ ਉਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆ ਕੇ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਭਾ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਬਾਹਰ ਭੇਜ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ, ਬੜਾ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੈ ਉੱਥੇ. So I thought, yaar, I wished him well. So I went into the loo, and there was this young man who turned his back on me and stood there like that. I recognized him. ਉਹਦੀ ਮੁਰਕੀਆਂ ਪਾਈਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ. I recognized him. That was Gurjant's son. So I went and I hugged him. I said, ਪੁੱਤਰ ਕੀ ਹਾਲ ਹੈ ਤੇਰੇ? He started crying. See, for him, staying here with 2 acres of land is not going to take him anywhere without any job. But over there, if he works for 1 hour, he gets 10 pounds. And when he works for 6 hours, he gets what? 60 pounds. With 60 pounds, when you calculate that money, how much is that money? You know that he will not earn that in 1 month. So we've got to give the youth of Punjab opportunities. We've got to give them jobs. We've got to channelize their energy. This is not going to happen overnight. You see, any state when it progresses, any state where the economy rises, I saw a state, I'm not going to name it. They were under a debt of 300 crores, sir, a municipal corporation. A municipal corporation was under a debt of 300 crores. And I went there for a campaign. Today, the same municipal corporation has got a budget of 8,000 crores.
I will mention it. You're talking about Surat.
Ahmedabad,
Gujarat.
So you know, 8,000 crores. So that is how you make things self-sufficient. I asked, you know, listen to this one, sir. This is so, it will tell you the crux of the problem, sir. The crux of the problem. I asked my department in Ludhiana, and I asked them, कितने घर ने तुसी property tax कितने घरां दा ले रहे हो? How many houses are there for taking the property tax? They said 90,000. They said 90,000. I did this satellite imagery. 4,20,000 houses. Can you imagine? 3,30,000 houses
are not paying tax.
Not paying tax, and that money is going into individual pockets. You will not imagine. The problems are there. A leader converts weaknesses into strength, obstacles into stepping stones, and disaster into triumph. This is the disaster that I'm talking about. The Improvement Trust Amritsar, sir, 120 crores circulated in 150 accounts and given to pubbies, jijas and salas. Can you imagine? For the last 12 years, there is no accounting. There is no audit. The mayor of London will spend 5,000 crore, whatever, and do a press conference after 1 year and say, this is the money and this is how we spent it for the last 12 years. Ask any municipal corporation in Punjab. Huh?
Nobody's done it.
And that is what Sukha Gappi is all about.
Ma'am, in the back.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, madam.
I share my first name with you. I'm also Navjot.
Oh, good Lord, Navjot. You're a better Navjot, madam.
Actually, I have a teenage son who's very fond of watching tennis. And I also sit with him at times to watch. And he says that if you observe the game of Nadal, he puts in much more effort than all the other players put together, be it Federer or anybody else in his game. Similarly, you also put in a lot of energy, maybe much more than anybody else. From where do you draw this energy? Number one, that you already told from the meditation. But what kind of magical diet do you eat? Please let us know.
Madam,
Must be something special.
I'm actually on a diet. My skin does not fit me anymore. So I'm not eating anything. And the second thing is, I'm a vegetarian. Not because I love animals, I hate plants. So I'm a vegetarian. I actually meditate. The secret of the energy that you talk about is just the 5 hours that I get early in the morning from 3:30, you know, Amrit Vela kehne. Baba ji nu kehde Amrit Vela. 3:30 in the morning to around 8:30. And he wakes me up, my sevak wakes me up very slowly, because, you know, if you shout or, you know, you even throw a pin, it's like a bomb. You know, it's the world of bliss, the world of meditation. That actually is the source of all the energy. If you've got to toot your horn, make sure there's enough juice in your battery. So that is the juice in my battery.
So you are a Nitname? You do your Nitname every day?
Who?
Nitname.
It's not Nitname. It's chanting within. There are chakras, power centers in your body. You know, the Mooldhara, the Swadhisthana, the Manipur, the Sahasrar, and, you know, there is Mother Kundalini. A lot of unlocked energy, unlocked potential within everybody. Everybody. Kya Raja, kya Rank. Actually, I'm the truth. Right. I mean, this what happened is my experience. Who is yes, sir. Yes, sir. Are sir, Sir, the microphone. Sir, the microphone.
And at that time, it was a very prosperous state, number one, in every aspect of the number one state. And it was late Mr. Caro at the helm of affairs.
Oh, yes, yes, sir.
Unfortunately, he was in the process of fading out, and there were a lot of political upheavals, and state, unfortunately, got the Punjabi Subha movement picked up, the state got divided, and one of the biggest tragedy to my mind, and one of the most foolish things which the political leadership did, and one of the tragedies which happened with the people of the state. And after that, I think I've seen various regimes. And there was a time when perhaps Punjab was to undergo a change from pure agriculture state. I mean, it was leading state in terms of agriculture, infrastructure, and even urban development and so on. In the 70s and early 80s, till we got this terrorism.
Sir, if you can tell the question.
Beg pardon?
The question.
I mean, the question is, I only want to say that this state, the only good asset of the state is the people of the state. Unfortunately, never had a good statesmanship, quality of statesmanship. We have a lot of politicians who have governed the state from time to time, but it has never had statesmen of a type or caliber which the state needed in order to progress. I am sure with you and with Captain Saab being at the helm of affairs, things will change, and one is looking forward to that kind of a change, because the state is really sliding down. Today it's a middle rung state from a number one state. And well, I have no question. I've heard a lot. I only compliment you that you at least one of those fellows who have a thinking mind, who have ideas, and I am sure you will be able to push the state, you'll be able to pull it out.
So you learn to accept a compliment.
No, sir. See, thank you very much, sir. You talked about the mind. Minds are like parachutes; they don't function until they're open. You'll have to have a open mind, sir. Hindustan एडा बड़ा है ना sir, दिल बड़े छोटे, दिल बड़ा करना पड़ना है sir. दिल बड़ा करना पड़ना है. And somewhere down the line, you'll actually have to come up with measures which are not self-oriented. अपने लिए नहीं. One man with courage makes a majority, sir. And I'll give you an example. Singapore was a fish market which separated from Malaysia. Lee Wan Koo, one man with courage, has actually transformed Singapore into one of the finest economies that the world has ever seen. Why and how? I mean, it's just political commitment, determination, and, not flinching. Because adversity will come, sir. Adversity will stare at you. And, adversity actually makes you better. Adversity, मैं जो कुछ भी हाँ sir, whatever I am today, is because of the adverse circumstances that I faced in my life. अच्छे समय दे विच कदे कोई चीज तुसी कदे बनदे नहीं कुछ. सुरखरू होता है इंसान आफतें आने के बाद और रंग लाती है हिना पत्थर पे घिस जाने के बाद. एक पत्थर चोट खा के कंकर कंकर हो गया और एक पत्थर चोट सह के शंकर शंकर हो गया. That is what I believe, and that is the truth. Believe you me, it will take 6 months of proper thought process, channelization, and policy making that can actually bail Punjab out of trouble, sir. Industrialization is one foremost thing. Raising the income of the state. Revenues of the state, so that the state's exchequer is not looted. And, the money which belongs to Punjab does not go to individual pockets. I mean, there's no point putting money in your pocket if there are big holes in it. All those holes have to be plugged, and it has to be ensured that money comes into the state's exchequer and we get away from this loan and become self-reliant. It's not impossible. Impossible is a word only in the dictionary of the fools. Everything is possible, sir, but only political will is the key.
Manish and Vipin, I think that will be the last question.
Yeah, hi, Manish. I have two very short questions. One is, you have been talking about leadership, challenges, and all sorts of things. So, are we listening to a future Chief Minister of Punjab? That is one. Second is, you have also spoken about what would happen in 2019 if the Ranjit Singh Commission report is not implemented or action is not taken. What do you see or what do you think will happen if such a scenario is played out?
Sir, your first question. I mean, everybody is there to become a chief minister. How is that possible? Those who became chief minister never wanted to be. Let me tell you that. मान और सम्मान, sir, the Vedas right. मान और सम्मान उसे नहीं मिलता जो उसकी इच्छा करता है. ये हमेशा उसे मिलता है जो उसकी इच्छा किए बगैर अपने कर्तव्य पथ, अपने फर्ज पे डटा रहता है. That is what it is. I'm not. Do you think Sachin Tendulkar was thinking about 10,000 runs when he played his first test match? Milestones happen. मान सम्मान घर चल के आएगा. अगर आप sincere हो, अगर आप committed हो, yes, the chief minister has overriding powers, but I never imagined myself that, I have to be chief minister to do good for Punjab. It's a selfless thought that came to my mind after I was 50. I thought, yaar, Sherry, what are you going to achieve in this commentary world? You've seen the best. From 2 lakhs, you're earning 25 lakhs a day. Where will you go from here? You've seen everything. You go for motivational talks, people pay you a hell of a lot. Is this giving you the satisfaction? The satisfaction part was the state. Ek kehna bada aukha hai, giving it back. No. I do it with passion. I do it with zeal. People ask me, sir, you've been successful here. Why? I tell them it is passion and not pedigree which wins you in the end. Live one idea, breathe one idea, sleep one idea, talk one idea. Let that idea be like a tidal wave. It should engulf every pore in your body, and every pore in your body must sing that idea. That is what I am here for. I will live Punjab, I will sleep Punjab, I will drink Punjab. Na kahu se dosti, na kahu se bair, Sidhu mange Punjab di khair. Period. And that's what it is.
And the second question.
That is what it is.
And the second question, if this report is implemented or not implemented.
See, there is no if, no but, only Sidhu the Jat. You know, if my auntie were a man, she would have been my uncle, right? So there are no ifs and buts in politics, my dear sir. The heaviest burden in life is the things that might happen but don't. That's the heaviest burden in life. Ye ho juga, oh ho juga. You know, between yesterday's regret and tomorrow's hope, that's what I call is the biggest hope. Between yesterday's regret and tomorrow's hope is today's opportunity. You take that opportunity. Aage bhi jaane na tu. And I did not sing this, Asha Bhonsle. You would have heard it. Aage bhi jaane na tu, piche bhi jaane na tu. जो भी है बस यही एक पल है, पल को थाम ले शहंशाह हो जाएगा. उसी पल में रहता हूं मैं दोस्त.
So he lives in the present.
Yes, and I do not imagine Frankenstein monsters, and I don't live in the past. The past is a bucket full of ashes. अतीत काल रूपी गाड़ी में बैठ के कहीं नहीं पहुंचोगे दोस्त.
Vipin, my colleague for decades.
Short question is, do you think Punjab government is doing enough to tackle drug?
The Punjab government,
is it doing enough to tackle the drug menace?
The Punjab government is progressive, but it's not enough. Bro, it's not enough. ਵੱਡੀਆਂ ਮੱਛੀਆਂ ਫੜੀਆਂ ਜਾਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ. ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖਣਾ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਡਰੱਗਸ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਸੁੱਟ ਦਿੰਨੇ ਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੈਂਟਰਸ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਸੁੱਟ ਦਿੰਨੇ ਆ, ਪਰ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਚਿੱਟੀਆਂ ਲਾਲ ਲਾਈਟ ਵਾਲੀਆਂ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਿੱਟਾ ਵੇਚਿਆ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਰਪੇਟ੍ਰੇਟਰ ਸੀ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ CBI ਜਦੋਂ ਸਵਾਲ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੀ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਸੀ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਲਈ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮਾ ਫੇਸ਼ੀ ਐਵੀਡੈਂਸ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਕੈਟਾਗੋਰੀਕਲੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਹ ਜੇ 4-5 ਬੰਦੇ ਟੰਗੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਤੇ ਡਰੱਗ ਵੇਚਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਹਿੰਮਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਸੀ. ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਵੀ 2 ਦਿਨਾਂ ਲਈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਬਣਾ ਦਿਓ, ਜੇ ਨਾ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਸੂਬਾ ਚੱਲ ਜੇ ਤੇ ਨਾਮ ਨਵਜੋਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਨਾ ਰੱਖਿਓ.
Unlikely that will happen.
ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਦੇਖੋ ਛੱਡੋ. ਦੇਖੋ ਸਰ, CM ਸਾਹਿਬ is a wonderful man. He has matured into a person that he thinks that, you know, personal vendetta is not the right thing to do. I will always respect his point of opinion. I will never ever go against him. He is my boss and the boss is always right, but I have a difference of opinion. I could have a difference of opinion, and that has been public. I say punishing the wrongdoer is justice and not political vendetta.
Not vendetta.
So that is a difference of opinion that I've had. He's a fatherly figure. I will always, you know, the last word is his, the last laugh is his, but, you know, just because I have a difference of opinion, मैं अपने मुंह दे उत्ते लिड ला के बह जाए, ये नहीं होना. मैनू लोकां ने वोटां पाईयां, लोकां दी उम्मीदां ने, लोग चाहुंदे है कि उन्हां दी आवाज़ मैं चुकां, कि वो बुलंद आवाज़ मैं हमेशा चुकांगा without any fear. I don't have any fear. And the last line that I will say, my father used to actually make me recite it, Rabindranath Tagore's poem, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. That is the space that I live in. I have no fears. And I'm not accountable to the world.
Absolutely the last question.
I'm Dr. Sethi. I'm associated with the drug de-addiction campaign. For the last 15 years, I'm working.
Sir, in the microphone and the question, please. We are really out of time because I am getting...
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Sandeep Hula. I'm associated with the drug de-addiction program for the last 15 years. Going with that question, continuing with that, I've been associated with a couple of national and international organizations also. And it's very disheartening at times. Most of the times whenever I go there and where people talk about Punjab, the situation in Punjab. And most of the times I would have to say that youth of Punjab is directionless. This is one of the most common causes of this scenario in Punjab at this present moment. Whatever the Punjab government is doing at this moment is, we can say it's quite not enough, but still it's
progressive.
Good.
It's progressive.
It's good. But the thing is that providing free of cost things like we have been giving free of cost, free mobiles and other free things. Do you think that it's going to going any good to them? Like you said that providing them technical courses it's going to be beneficial for them. That is a good thing with what you have planned. But providing free things to free buys to them, I don't think it's going to give any good directions to them. Secondly, recently what the state government has done.
Make it brief.
Recently, state government has done is that free of cost treatment to them. As per my personal opinion, it was one of the major encouraging motivational force for them to get a treatment, giving a little bit nominal cost for getting treatment, getting themselves treated. So
because they get some skin in the game.
Some nominal fee has to be there, and not giving everything free is not going to benefit it.
That's your opinion. I respect that opinion. But let me tell you, subsidies are part and parcel of any government which has ruled the center. Subsidies are there. I mean, that you can call it freebie, or you can call it, something which is free. But there are people who are downtrodden since ages. They need to be encouraged. They need to be given some solace, so that actually they feel encouraged and they can actually climb up and become equivalent to the society. I'm all for that. Subsidies. There are some that I feel, like my sis used to say, free da doctor hove te banda koi janda nahi ode kole, free da hai. Free da hai, matlab, then that factor also percolates in, and that is where you are talking about.
That's what
there are both sides of the coin, sir. And the optimist will say the cup is half full. The pessimist will say it's a long drawn out debate where I can go on for hours and hours. But the basic question is, yes, subsidies are part and parcel of our lives, and for the downtrodden, it is encouragement. And I agree with you 40-50%.
You have stayed now both with the BJP and with the Congress. What is the difference between the two parties?
The past is a bucket full of ashes.
No, but
okay. Now I'll answer you. The first part I say. Okay. All right, fine. I stayed with the BJP. It was just use and throw. I had no problems with them had they not told me to go away from Punjab. Tell me one politician who would not fight, who would not give his head to fight a Lok Sabha election during the Modi wave. I won 3 elections in the Sardar Manmohan Singh wave, where 10 years he was at, and rampant. At one stage, 51 seats in North India, I was the only MP. Right? And I had lucrative contracts at that time. Right? And when the Modi wave came, Sidhu Sahab, chalo tusi yeto phutta maro. Main kaha ji main nahi chahta. Right? Okay, I did not fight because I did not want to betray the people of Amritsar. Right? And nafa nuksan soche bina, I did not. Then I was given the Rajya Sabha. I told Modi sir, I went up to him and I said that, sir, if this Rajya Sabha takes me for the betterment of Punjab, takes me towards Punjab, then this is a place of worship for me. But if it takes me away from Punjab, and you've given a tidbit to stay away from Punjab, then let me tell you, this means nothing to me. You pull out any newspaper the day I joined the Rajya Sabha and tell me one politician, and this is what the deputy, what was his name, the chairman of the Rajya Sabha, he says, son, think about it. I've never seen anyone leave 6 years of Rajya Sabha. I mean, are you under some fear? I left that. I left that because they told me to stay away from Punjab. How can I stay away from my roots? I gave that up. That's why I left the BJP. Now comes the Congress. You see how they've treated me. I can walk up to Rahul Bhai and say whatever I want. Priyanka ji, you could trust them. I met Kejriwal sir twice. Kanwar Sandhu rang me up. He said, Sidhu sahab, kamal kar deta. Main kaha ji, ki ho gaya? कहने तुसी 2 बार केजरीवाल ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੇ ਹਲਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਮਿੱਠੀ ਛੁਰੀ ਐਸੀ ਐਸਾ ਵੱਢਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਬੰਦਾ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਬਾਹਰ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਿਕਲਦਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ this is what he told me.
Were you not charmed by Kejriwal?
Absolutely not. भोली सूरत दिल के खोटे नाम बड़े और दर्शन छोटे. No, I was not fooled. I told him what is my role. A 4-time MP goes to him, he says election mat lado 5 दिन campaign करके निकल लेना फुटा मारो. I went to Bhai, right, and I went to Priyanka ji. खानदानी लोग जब
Bhai means Rahul Bhai.
हाँ, Rahul Bhai. You could trust them. with your life. You could trust them with your life. And make no mistake about it. See, I've seen enough in this political world. I got that access where I could, give him my opinion. And I give him a word of honor that I will stay with you. Otherwise, my politics is over. Because I cannot. ये नहीं हो सकता नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू किरदार वाला बंदा कि हर दूसरे दिन फुदकता रहे इधर उधर करता रहे. My life is yours, I told him. And believe you me, I have never seen anyone at such a big rank, so modest, so humble, and that goes for Priyanka ji as well, right? So I trust them with my life. I will do anything for them, and that trust was lacking. That trust was missing.
You didn't trust Mr. Modi like that?
No, it was not that. It was the way they used me. I mean, जब सारी तरफ से गोलियां चल रही हैं, तूफान आ रहे हैं, आंधियां आ रही हैं, तो सिद्धू तू लड़ इलेक्शन. तू लड़े थे, ऐसे तो किसी ने नहीं आना. तो जब everything is fine, run away. I mean that's use and throw, sir. That's use and throw. And then they asked me to campaign for Sukhbir Badal. My biggest ragda with them was that I will not campaign for this chore. This is Ali Baba Chalis chore. I will not campaign for them. And that is where, sir, the whole rant went off. Because see, I was there. I told them I will be with you. I will fight elections with you during the drug campaign. When the drug campaign had, Amit Shah ji had to come here. He told me go there. I went there. He did not come. And then what happened? 4, 5. So this is what hurt me. I said, you separate from them. I'm with you. I will never leave you. I'm with you. They did not. They wanted me to campaign for Sukhbir Badal after all this. I should campaign for that chore? Huh? That dacoit? That thug? Banarsi thaga to utte thug. And that is why I said कि माँ कैकेयी भी थी, सौतेली थी, और माँ कौशल्या भी थी. तो मैंने कौशल्या को पकड़ा because मेरी घर वापसी थी वो. मेरे father 46 years he was district Congress committee president. So मित्रा मेरा पिया कर आया ओ राम. Yeah.
I think on that note, Navjot, you keep saying that a man is known not by what he starts, but how he finishes. So we can't finish this without you doing Sachin Tendulkar. And if you think I had forgotten, I don't forget also.
Okay, sir. I'll tell you a story of the West Indies. 16-year-old boy, 1988, fearsome fast bowler, sir. Patrick Patterson, Curtly, Ambrose, 6 foot 8 inch. रात को सपनों में आते थे सर. I swear, they would wake you up 12. आ गया.
I know, because the ball used to be delivered from that high.
They are huge. I mean, and see, the first one-day international, my third tournament, Sachin Tendulkar's second, because after Pakistan he went to the West Indies, 88. So this is a wet pitch, sir. Gilli pitch, bilkul. Absolutely wet pitch, and the umpire says start the match. मेरे तो पिसू पे के मैं कही यार कितने करेला उतो निम चढ़िया अरे तो डबल बैरल दोनों पासों बाहर होएगा. If you lose the toss, you bat on that wet pitch, you're dead, you're gone. So I told Mia, I said Mia मैंने तुझसे कभी कुछ नहीं मांगा. Azhar, I told him, मैं कहा Mia टॉस जीत जाना करो. इस गीली पिच पे बैटिंग नहीं होनी, सूखी विकेट पे बैटिंग. How? So he threw out the coin and he looked at me and he says, "Bad, मैं हम मर गए." मैंने बड़ा कोसा उसको. So we are walking out with Tendulkar. मैं कहा टेंडलिया, that's what I used to call him. मैं कहा टेंडलिया क्या करेंगे रे गीला पीछे. So he looked at me, खेलेंगे रे. मैं कहा खेलेंगे रे, मुझे भी पता है मैं गुल्ली टेली थोड़ा खेलने जा रहा हूँ. खेलेंगे रे, खेल. मैं कहा तू खेल. The first over, there is this great guy, Curtly Ambrose, 6 foot 7.5 inches. Taking his start from there. And I asked him, face कौन करेगा? मैं कहा चलो face तो तू करेगा, छोटा है तू, क्योंकि जो छोटा होता था वो सिली पॉइंट पे खड़ा करते थे उसको बली का बगल. मैं कहा टेंडलिया तू face करेगा, तू कर रे. And he walked that side. He did not look at me. He just walked that. तू कर रे. मैं कर ले भाई, मैं भी कर लेता हूँ. So sir, 7 balls he bowled, and वो side screen के ऊपर से आती थी. ऐसा लगता है जैसे आसमान से बॉल आ रही. It is like coming from a skyscraper up from the Asman. And he bowled 7 balls, sir. The scoreboard read 1 without loss. No ball थी वो. 7 बॉलें मेरे शरीर के हर कोने पे लगी, सिर्फ बल्ले पे नहीं लगी. idhar. And you know, it hit me 5 or 6 places, and I made no contact. You know, so I walked up to Tendulkar. People think, "Pata nahi kya जबरदस्त बातें होती हैं जब 2 बैट्समैन बीच में मिलते हैं." I'll tell you what happened. You know, I'll tell you क्या rocket science होती है वहाँ पे. मैं कहा टेंडलिया, हरी, मैं कहा यार इज्जत का फलूदा हो गया. मैं कहा बॉल टप्पा पड़ते ही शरारत कर रही है, या तो मिट्टी मेरे मुंह में आ रही है, या बॉल रुक के आ रही है, थम के आ रही है, टप्पा पड़ते ही शरारत कर रही है. मैं क्या करेंगे? खेलेंगे. मैं खेल. एंड द नेक्स्ट ओवर इज इयन बिशप. जितने उसके डोले हैं मेरी जांग है उतने. A mountain of a man, goodness gracious me. मतलब देख के मेरी चुइंगम, मैं कह यार ये तो मार डाएगा. And he runs in धक. मतलब तरतीजों आवाज आवे, धम. मतलब without a t-shirt you would see only teeth coming towards you, right? And he runs in duck, and I'm looking towards him, and I'll see की करेगा टेंडलिया, you know, on this wet pitch. टप्पा कितने पेगा की होएगा. And he runs in and he delivers. You know, the moment I look at Tendulkar, the chewing gum pops out of my mouth. Tendulkar's running towards him. He's running towards him. And he takes it on the full toss. Top, straight six. मैं कहा टेंडलिया, वो ये क्या किया? अरे शेरी तू बोल रहा था टप्पा पड़ के बॉल शरारत करी, मैं टप्पा ही नहीं पड़ने दिया रे. Unbelievable, Guru. Bucks menu yaar, मैं कहा. We scored 63 odd and he scored 47 in that. You know, great champions have a certain way of thought process. You know, nothing good or bad, it is your thought process. And my mom used to say, beta, your thoughts become your karma becomes your habit becomes your character, and your character becomes your destiny. That is what I see in Tendulkar. You know, he was controlling his own destiny, the way he conquered his fears, the way he had positivity in every negative situation, the way he embraced adversity. You know, when Indira ji saw the great astronaut going to the moon, what is his name?
Rakesh
Sharma. So Rakesh Sharma, you know, looked back and Indira ji asked Rakesh Sharma, "Aapko wahan se Bharat kaisa lag raha hai?" So he said, "Sare jahan se acha Hindustan." Whenever I look at Tendulkar, my whole soul sings, "Sare jahan se acha Tendulkar hamara."
Kya baat.
You know,
I think
what it is.
I think that's as good a note as any to end this innings. The only regret I have ending this is that, you know, we will have many more off the cuffs in future, but I think each guest will find it tough to match up to Sherry Sidhu's charm.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much for watching. Come back for our next off the cuff once again. I can't promise someone like